Hello students, welcome back to Mudassir Academy. In today's video, I will be solving a very important problem from one of the most important topics in linear transformation, that is the Rank-Nullity Theorem. See, these problems on Rank-Nullity Theorem are discussed for around 6 to 7 marks in the question papers of many universities across India, including VTU. So apart from these problems, I have solved numerous problems on Rank-Nullity Theorem and other important exam-based problems on linear transformation. So I request you to please visit my channel and refer the playlist. Okay. And also, I received a lot of requests from students, a lot of requests and comments from students to solve more and more problems on linear transformation, vector spaces and linear algebra. I'll be solving more problems in upcoming videos, so do please stay updated. And if you are new to this channel, then please don't forget to subscribe and also share these videos with your friends, your classmates, your study group, okay, so that we can together form a strong engineering community. Fine. So let's start solving with this problem here. So we have verify Rank-Nullity Theorem for the linear transformation T defined from R is to 4 to 4 and is defined by T x y z w 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 x plus y y plus z x plus w 4 to 3. Okay. So let's solve this in the most easiest way as possible. So please pay close attention here, and please, I always repeat, please do not merely watch the videos. Watching won't help, writing will help. Okay, because this question is very important. Each question is different here which I will solve it. So please do practice along with me to get the better understanding and get full marks here. Now, first I'll define it. So we have T from R is to 4 to R cube, and the transformation is defined by T of x, y, z, w equals x plus y, comma, y plus z and x plus w. I can write the matrix A directly and find a rank, but I will not do that because the question has been discussed for around 6 to 7 marks. So let's solve each thing, everything step by step. So I will solve this using the standard basis. Okay. So as we have discussed in previous problems, the standard basis of R2 is 1001, R3 is 10001001. So similarly, the standard basis, we have the standard basis of R is to 4 will be E1 equals, so we have E1 equals, can you tell me, it's 1 0 0 0, E2 equals 0 1 0 comma 0, we have E3 equals 0 0 1 and 0, and lastly the finally E4 equals 0 0 0 and 1. These are the standard basis. Okay. So after writing the standard basis, what I'll do, I'll find the images of the standard basis vector, because the transformation given is x plus y, y plus z, x plus w. I'll find with respect to that what each represents. That is, I'll find T of it. What's the image means? T of E1, T of E2, T of E3, T of E4. So that means, that implies I'll write here images of standard basis vector, images of standard basis vector will be, first is T of E1 is equal to, what's that T of E1? See, very simple. I'll explain here. What is E1? 1 0 0 0. And what is T? X plus y, y plus z, x plus w. So it is all for x, y, z and w. Fine. That means x is 1, y is 0, z is 0 and w is 0. Now we have this. That means T of E1 means I put x value as 1, y is 0, z is 0, w is 0. What do I get here? See, only x is there. So x is only here and here. Correct? No. So it will be 1 plus 0, 0 plus 0 and 1 plus 0. That is obviously 1 0 1. Similarly, T of E2 will be, what's T of E2? See, what's E2? 0 1 0 0. Only y is there, rest are 0. So y is here 1 plus 0 and x is 0, w is 0. So 1 1 0. So this will be what? 1 1 comma 0. Next, T of E3. So T of E3 will be similarly, what's E3? 0, 0, 0, only x, y, z will be there. Obviously x is 0, y is 0, 0, comma, there is z only here, right? And there is no z here, so it will be 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Finally, T of E4 will be, you can try it out, x, y, z, w, w is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0 and 1. That's it. Okay. Now, to write the matrix A, so I'll define it here as range of T equals, I'll define as range T, range bracket T. Okay, that will be nothing but the span of, so I'm writing a span of TE1, comma, TE2, comma, TE3, comma, TE4. Okay, so span of this, that means we can write the matrix A as equal to, what's that? See, I defined it simply, write everything in column. Even if you write in row, no, you will get the same rank, but the theory says range of T is the range of T, that is span of, see, T of E1, TE1, TE1, TE2, TE3, T4. Okay, everything in column wise. So that will be now, see, this is 1, 0, 1, all right, column wise, 1, 0, 1. Then we have 0, 1, C, 1, 0, 1. Then next is what? 1, 1, 0. Write carefully. Then 0, 1, 0. Lastly, TE4, 0, 0, 1, TE1, TE2, TE3, TE4. Means what? 0, 0, 1. That's it. So I got A matrix here. Now what I do, I will find the rank of this matrix. Okay, that will be useful for defining the rank-nullity theorem. We will see definition later. So we will find the rank of this by using elementary row transformation. How? See, very simple. We will make first this 1, 0, making use of this one. Making use of this one, first element, first person, we will make this below to 0. So that I will first make bottom R1, R2, R3, 0. So what I will do to make 0? Very simple, R3 minus R1. Okay, so that will be now step by step 1, 1, 0, 0 as it is, 0, 1, 1, 0 as it is. See, 1 minus 1, 0. Then we have a whole row is operated. Okay, 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 1, minus 1, 0 minus 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 1. Again this will be, lastly, below this, see, below this one all are 0. Next, first column, first row, first element. Second column, second. Making use of this one, I have to make this minus 1, 0. So obviously it's 1 and minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. So what's the rule? It will be R3 plus R2, which yields 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and see, 0 plus 0, 0, minus 1 plus 1, 0, we have 0 plus 1, 1 and 1. That's what I have. Okay, even if you want to make this 0, you can make this 0, but I don't think it's required. Okay, now we are done. Fine. So we write a matrix here. So matrix that implies matrix A equals 2. What's that? Correct. Below this are 0. So we cannot make more zeros here. So that's final. So what is the rank? Rank means highest number of non-zero rows. Fine. So it is 1, 2, all the 3 rows have non-zero elements. So A is equal to 1, 1, 0, 0, then 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. That's it. That implies the rank of A is equal to what? 3. No full row is 0. All the totally 3 rows. All the 3 rows has an element. If any full single row is 0, then you can minus it. But all 3 rows exist, so rank is equal to what? 3. So we have the rank is equal to 3 here. Therefore, we can find rank of the transformation T. Rank of this A is nothing but we're finding for image of this thing. So rank of T, that is equal to 3. That means we found the rank of T is equal to 3. Please to underline it. Okay, so I hope you understood how to find the rank here. the next process is to find the nullity. Okay, I write here to find nullity. To find nullity. Okay. Now to find a nullity, what is nullity? It's a basic thing. Nullity of T is the dimension of kernel T. Nullity, I write here, nullity of T is what? Again, nullity of T is the dimension of kernel T, is dimension of kernel Kernel T. Fine. So I will write this as kernel T. Okay. Now, therefore I will write nullity of T is equal to kernel of what? Dimension of kernel of T. Dimension of kernel of T. This is what we have. Okay. Now, or I can write like this also, dimension of kernel of T. Yes. Okay. So nullity of T is what? Dimension of kernel of T. What is kernel of T? So kernel of T is nothing but, what's that? T of x, y, z, w. X, y, z, w equals 0. That is nullity. That's how we define it. That means, what is that? T x y z is equal to 0. What is T x y z? Sorry, T x y z w is equal to 0. What's T x y z w? It's x plus y, y plus z, and z x plus w is equal to 0. So it implies we have x plus y, comma, y plus z, comma, x plus w is equal to 0. That means 1, 2, 3 is obviously 0, 0, 0. That implies x plus y equals 0, y plus z equals 0, and x plus w equals to what? 0. I take this as 1, this as 2, and this as say 3 for simplicity. So let's solve this. Okay. So from this, what do we get? We get x is equal to minus y. See now, x is equal to minus y. Again, what z is equal to again? Minus y. And what is w is equal to? W is equal to minus x. So obviously x is minus y. So w is equal to minus, what is x? Minus y. So minus of minus y is plus y. Hope it's clear now? Correct. So x is equal to, take that side, minus y, z is equal to minus y, and x is equal to, sorry, w is equal to minus x. What is x? Minus y. So minus of minus y is plus y. Simple. Okay. I hope up till here it is clear for you. Fine? Therefore, you can write all x, z, and w are dependent on what? Dependent on y. Are dependent on y. All x, z, and w are dependent on what? Y. See, important thing here. All x, y, z, w are dependent on y. So I'll take, let y is equal to t here. Let say y is equal to say t. I'll just assume say let y is equal to t here. Now when y is equal to t, that means I'll take this as only one independent parameter. Only one independent parameter, that is y is equal to t. Correct. Therefore I can write it implies x, y, z, comma w is equal to, see, I had taken y is equal to t as only one independent parameter here. Okay, this is only one independent parameter. So what can I do? X is what? Minus y. Y is t. So this will be minus t, comma, z is minus y, again minus t, comma, what is z? Y is, yeah, sorry, x is minus t, what is y? T, and we have z is minus y, so it is minus t, and again w is y, that is t. So we have this. So they are dependent on only one parameter y, and I assume y is equal to t. There is only one independent what? Parameter. What does it mean? It means kernel of t, that implies kernel of t is equal to, I can take t as anything. It's an independent parameter. I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, etc. Okay, I'll assume it as 1. If I take it as 1, this will become minus 1 comma 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. So kernel of t, I'll take it as minus 1, 1, minus 1 and 1. Okay, therefore nullity of t equals 1. Done. Based on the independent parameter is 1. Therefore, nullity of t is equal to what? 1. Okay. Now by Rank-Nullity Theorem. So what does the Rank-Nullity Theorem says? Rank-Nullity Theorem says that rank of t plus, I write here, rank of t plus nullity of t equals to dimension of r raised to 4. That is here r raised to 4 dimension. Therefore, I write here as rank of t. So what's the rank of t? Rank of t, let's see how we verify here. Rank of t is 3 plus nullity of t, I'll take it as n of t. What is n of t? Nullity is 1 here. 3 plus 1 equals 4, and that is equal to dimension of r raised to 4, because dimension here is of 4 dimension r raised to 4. Therefore, you can clearly write Rank-Nullity Theorem is verified. Beautiful solution. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Therefore, Rank-Nullity Theorem is easily verified here. So that's the solution here. I hope you clearly understood how to solve the problem here using Rank-Nullity Theorem. So it was lengthy, but when you keep on practicing again, when you keep on practicing more and more, you will get a clear understanding of how to solve such problems. And again, as I told you, apart from this, there are many other problems which are available in the playlist and more problems to come. So please stay updated on my channel. So that's all for today's video. I hope you'll practice what I said. So see you in the next video. Till then, stay confident, practice well. Happy engineering. See you in the next one. Bye.